Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we're playing some Hercules solo. This pick I haven't played in a very long time, and there is like a good reason for it. He's quite weak right now. I think he's one of the worst solos in the game. But nonetheless, we are going to try to get a game on him. My jungler wants to cheese invade level 1. I don't want to do that. I want us to get a normal start and hopefully just win. We're into Mulan, which I've got to say, this patch especially, she just got nerfed this patch. I didn't think super deservingly so, but like whatever, she got nerfed. I have seen so much more Mulan play post-nerf. It's absurd. I want to say like in my last 20 games, I've probably played against Mulan at least 12 times. It's really been nuts. Like I just tried to get a nude aspect video before this, and I was into a Mulan, and I'd been into a Mulan 4 games in a row prior, so I've played into this character a ton. She's really perceived as being extremely strong, very good lane bully, so there's definitely some value to the character. I'm not going to say there isn't, because that's just like not true. But I do think she's a smidge overrated. You definitely fall off quite a bit if you're not able to get a lead or into agility or like bluestone. This is actually something you'll see sometimes, so although it's a bit annoying, we'll deal with it. And again, really like Mulan without having movement speed permanently in her passive now with 3 ranked up, without having the permanent attack speed from the 1 all the way ranked up. She's just a character that functions really, really good for a certain period of the game, and then once that period starts to fall away, and if she's not ahead at that point, she's just quite weak, I'd say. Maybe not weak, but like not remarkable. So, I'm surprised to see her played as much as she's being played. Hercules is a character that functionally provides like a lot of CC and team fight value in theory, but his lanes are a little weird. You don't really like going axe on him, but you have to go axe on him. You kind of want to go blink, but blink rush is bad. You can go upgraded blink, but like, I don't know. I just don't think this character is great. A lot of what like makes this god feel bad is the fact that his 3 really sucks in this game. Where in Smite 1 it was a very strong ability. You don't get a lot of attack speed. Look for a 2 here. Auto 1. And we can walk him out a little bit. So we're getting some good damage, which is very nice. But yes, 3 is just like not a strong ability, and your passive, it applies off of taking multiple hits of damage. People are going axe, not bluestone, so just a couple of like things going against him right now. I think Herc just kind of needs to buff on his 3. That would, benefit the solo side of him, and he'd be all good. We get ganked here, we're okay, thankfully, so this just ends up being a split for them. And really, really nice for us to be able to live that quite easily. It's always a phenomenal situation when you can live a gank, because you're wasting their jungler's time. We stay alive, we stay healthy, it's quite good. We're going to lose that camp, unfortunately, but it's no big deal. And yeah, here we are. So, we'll see how this goes now. Agility Relic, that was pretty expected. We can just space that, dash that. Oh, I thought I caught his 2. I guess not, even though I made this sound. That was a bit of a bait. It's all good. My Wheelix wants to gank here, and this guy is like semi-pushed up. We can like start to walk here, just pull him back, and he is just... Oh, he really played that bad. It's okay, he's dead. Yeah, right there as a Wheelix, you never, ever, ever jump, right? Because there's no reason to commit your movement if you can just walk him down, so you just get off the Suku and auto. Thankfully, like, it didn't matter, but that was really dodgy for a second. We'll take it back here, get a Chalice, and we're going to go into our first item. Look, I think the Reaper build is not optimal on Herc. I think other gods use it better, and this is part of what hurts this character. That being said, I'm a proponent of building the optimal builds, even if it doesn't necessarily fit the character, to at least see how it does. So we're gonna go the Reaper Lash build. There are characters that use it better though, right? So that's like, unfortunate. But hey, we've got a really good combo on him right there. We took a lot of damage off of him. And look, if you're able to cycle, hit your abilities, stuff like that, you'll have a lot of success on this pick. We should just leave. We're not gonna kill him. He warded it. It's all good. Nice job. And we'll just kind of keep on farming, keep on scaling, and we'll see what we can do. This god is very fun though, like I really do like him. What I was talking about with the 3, right, and I'll show you. So this 3, you heal yourself for a very small amount, you get some protections and attack speed that's scaling up. But you're going to notice your heal is, or excuse me, your additional protections that you gain from your 3 are based on a percentage of your protections from items. And the issue with that, and the idea with that is good actually. It's supposed to incentivize building defense on him and not going like a full damage Herc build. But if you look at the character, he's getting 30 protections from his 3 max rank, plus 30% from items. And item prots in general in this game are quite low because they got scaled down and they were never very high to begin with in this game. And that's part of why tanks kind of feel bad building full tank, if not the exclusive reason why they feel bad building full tank. And so what it really tends to incentivize is Herc players to just build damage and play him jungle, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like you don't want Hercules or any warrior that's like designated as a solo laner to be much better in jungle than they are solo, and that's kind of Herc's issue right now. So I think the easiest way to adjust that is with this 3, lower the base protections and increase the percentage scalar from items. So maybe lower it from like 30 to 20, but then increase the conversion from like 30 to 50%. So you really feel that kind of boon of prots, and that's you know, sort of more how it played in Smite 1. And that's, I think, probably the biggest reason why this character feels worse. His healing from his 3 is also abysmal, so you could also just like increase that, but I realize that that might not be like the most intelligent thing to do. So something along those lines, though. It's a way to, you know, buff Hercules while still keeping his tankier solo lane, you know, I think standard iteration more viable without just like over buffing his jungle. Because if Herc gets any type of damage buff, he will just be played in jungle over solo. Like, and be much better at jungle, which is like frustrating, I think. Well, the ult's a little bit off the mark. That's okay though. You can kind of, I don't want to say ult freely and ult for nothing, right? Because like especially with going this this Reaper build, we don't really have cooldown like that, but it's still fine to do. Also, you're gonna notice I just did something I would never recommend. I leveled my 3. The 3 in this game I just think is so weak that like you should max your 2-second. I would never say that in Smite 1, but in this game, that's what I tend to do. That was literally just like a habit thing right there. I haven't played Herc in 2 months. My last video on Hercules was 2 months ago, so I actually checked because I was like, you know, what solo laner have I not uploaded in a while? And this was one of them. So yeah. All right, we got the rocks here. Very good. Again, we're going to go Reaper Lash here into some cooldown, probably like a breastplate. We could go Regrowth as well. Obviously, it does fit on this character. Regrowth did just get nerfed by a little bit, but it's still like probably something you should be going, especially on Hercules. So we'll be going it. Yeah, I've never really been super crazy about Regrowth, honestly, but like, should it be a character? Or yeah, I guess I'd put it like this: if you're gonna be building Regrowth, Hercules is like the god to go with. Just about. There's a couple more, but he's one of the gods to go with, so we'll give it a go. I want to go to this totem, just kind of hit this, I guess, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on the map, but it's just like very far from me, so I'm gonna just kind of do my thing for now. I'd love for us to just like play mid-ritual instead of whatever that fight is down there. Looks like we will probably lose it, sadly, but is what it is. Yeah, that ritual is cooked. It's all good. Your middle tower is under attack. So Herc was also, this is my final thing talking about Hercules being a weaker pick. He was also a character that, now he's much stronger than me because I'm on some gold here, but I can bait him a little bit. It's agility relic, we get the pull. Pull him. The tower shot didn't hit him there, it was crazy. I do have shell still, so I can shell. He's dead here. Alright, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm on a lot of gold, but like, it doesn't actually matter if he just ends, right? So, nice. Yeah, this character... I leveled my 3 again, GG. This character got really hurt by Pendulum getting nerfed because you used to rush Pendulum on this god, and now that you kind of can't because it's so blocky of a price, it's just weird. Either way, though, really big kill for us. You do typically go Lash on solo laners before a Fizz defense item because the damage potential of Lash is just so innately overpowered. So yeah. We'll keep on clearing. But yeah, I mean, like, you can see this Mulan, she's struggling a bit, obviously, right? We were able to get a kill, we were able to kind of just, like, out-farm her for the most part, survive that gank early, which hurt her a little bit. And, you know, this character, like, really not super remarkable at this point in the game. Obviously, she's behind, so that's a lot of it. But, like, Mulan catches up, and it's just, like, whatever, you know what I mean? In this match. Where I feel like some other characters, other warriors, a lot more of a problem. So, I guess the biggest thing, like, if you're playing into a Mulan, because, again, I know a lot of people are having issues with this, is try to play something that can fight early and just like not give up all of your space, because again, if she doesn't snowball, I feel like she's not super useful. And if you feel like you can't fight into her and you're playing the appropriate gods, be that Achilles, be that you know, Mordred, be that Thor right now with aspect obviously and stuff, you're probably just playing it wrong, which is like fine, but you know, you just gotta kind of get more reps on it and not really stress about it. I really don't generally think, unless the pick is so above the point of balance, which I understand is a subjective thing, but I really don't recommend people just ban a character they find frustrating in solo or in any role that's like their counterpart, just because they've struggled into the character, right? Like, I think that's very counterproductive. Mulan's not the best solo in the game. If you want to ban Bologna because you think she's the best right now, totally fair, I get that. But if it's like not the clear A1 pick of the role, I think you're infinitely more valuable learning how to play into it rather than just like banning it. That's just like my perspective. I mean, if you're if you're on a 10 loss streak, you know, maybe don't follow that if you're getting destroyed. But in general, I do think that's a lot more helpful as a player to figure out. Okay, this guy is kind of just insane. I'm completely fine here. Nice, good job. Let's go Baron, that's my support. Well done. And, hey, we forced the soul out. We can just, like, leave. Doing a ton of damage right here. We're up to 1,300 gold. I'm going to get these rocks here, hopefully. Now, you know, obviously you'd hope to be a little bit more diligent with these if you have prio, that you're getting these consistently. It's a bit weird because a lot of this can kind of be, I don't want to say dictated by the jungler, but I guess, like, junglers typically are going to them, so if, you know, that will kind of impact how the game goes. Ideally, junglers are on those timers, and you and the solo are doing them together, if possible, but, you know, when I'm kind of in isolation winning, I should be a little bit quicker to do them. Because if I have, like, 24 rocks coming into mid-game, I'll probably have 18 this game. We're very happy, and you can get, obviously, up to 36 in a given match. No worries. Alrighty, well, I mean, we have a bit of downtime, I guess. The game's even, so that's pretty cool. I obviously do want to, like, rotate over to a gold or something. The only thing with that is, like, it's not up yet, you know? That's a bit tricky always. So, it's a little bit of nothing going on for a second. I can probably just, like, clear and reset. We saw Aladdin kind of walking left. I can bait myself a little if he comes over, but I don't think he will. This guy wants a gank, so we can try. Oh, too bad. A little bit too close by me. Our team's getting dove in mid while we look for the gank on left. Sadly, it doesn't really work, but they don't die in mid, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna just like clear this reset fast mid. We want to just like play for gold, I think. I know my team in mid is weak right now, but maybe I can just come over and like win the fight, and all's good. Now maybe not, but we'll see. I really do want to do gold. I think Iran needs to just get a back off here. Got the movement speed here. If we can just kill this healer, remember this is the ADC. Would be quite big. Killed the jungler, that works too. A little off the mark from us. I am okay here. They take a lot of damage though. And I'm fine. Too bad I should have dashed first. Okay, he's out. I mean, we did get kills. Like, I feel like this gold should be doable. Yeah, I'm obviously a little bit low, but it's whatever. Ullr's like forced out. We just have to kind of hit this. So we forced the issue because, again, there was fighting in mid. We had a fast. And the call was always to do gold, and it has fortunately worked out. That was very close. I did not know he was aspect. Whoops. I was like, okay, yeah, he's out of range. He just can't do anything here. But he almost did. Did get a pull. It's fine. Bricked his ult. That was really bad by him. This guy's beads. I can stay a little. I am overstaying a little bit, though. Hey, that Reaper heal in Moonlight is kind of broken, huh? Well, we are healthy again. I can, like, fight them. They don't realize how healthy I am here. Oh, it's close, but we got him. Alright, let's get out of here. Book it! Huge. Yeah, that Reaper heal is just unbelievably OP, right? It's almost like the item just, like, is completely unbalanced. We'll go into what? I kind of want to get some type of, like, real prots here now. I like Freya's Tears a good bit, but it's... You know, I'll go it. I think it's fine. I look at their draft and I see, like, Ullr, but they have magical jungle and stuff, so it's, like, tricky. I think Freya's Tears is quite good. Normally I'm, like, a pretty big advocate for Spectral, but I don't think this is really a great Spectral game. So we'll go, like, Freya's Tears into some type of item that gives us a little bit of health. You know, I'm not really too worried about, like, health shred this game of, like, the Soul Reavers of the world, because they have Soul Aspect mid. So that's not, like, really a thing on her. I mean, you can go it, but I probably wouldn't. Get a nice pull here. I mean, look, like, what's nice about this character, I will say, is it's quite, I think, easy to hit the combos and stuff, especially in this game. So if you are just, like, hitting stuff on people and you're not doomed in the laning phase, you do actually have a lot of good, you know, potential to do a lot. So you've kind of just had, like, a great game, which is dope to see. Pretty easy one right there. He's fighting on right. I'm never going to reach. We're going to win mid-ritual, though, which is great. We did get that as well. I can just kind of go, like, farm left here. So, yeah, I think Freya's Tears is quite good. I think afterwards I can go into, like, a... I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, I said some type of health item. Like, I'd love to go Sphere, but I don't really have Int, so I don't think I should do that. Oh, I could just go, like, a Shell upgrade. Yeah, that's an easy one. I kind of forgot about that. He's just dead here. If he ults that way, obviously, we just catch him with that dash anyways. So, cool. And if he ults down, he's dead. Alright, really good kill. We have enough for Freya's Tears once we back. Yeah, we can go Shell Upgrade, or we could go a health item into Shell Upgrade. Again, you don't even need to go a health item. I just think I can get a bit because, like, of the game state. I mean, even Yogis, honestly, like, I really don't tend to build the item, and I don't ever talk about it, but I think it's, like, fine to go. It's effectively a second Chalice, which for a character that kind of wants to poke and prod and, like, play up, fish for combos, and then peel back to the backline, is pretty successful. Again, as a character, I think Herc is similar to, like, a Guan Yu, similar to a Horus, if you played those solo laners where you have some remedial amount of engage, and then you're really just kind of playing back with your team and setting up or peeling or whatever the case might be. So that's kind of how we play. You can at times obviously full dive on this character, but that's not, like, I think, the go-to style unless it's, like, very clearly going to work. And again, that's sort of how you play Horus, you know, in solo in Smite 1, and how you play Guan if he was playable. Like, non-aspect. Non-aspect Guan's not really a thing, though. You only just play him aspect, and yeah, that's why you haven't seen that in a while. Okay, I think gold is just, like, good. So, yeah, they got some picks on the right. That was great. We're farming super, super well right now. And, it's looking okay. I feel like I'm, like, single-handedly nerfing the Mulan win rate, though. Like, I've played new to aspect 5 times in a row, excuse me, now. In a row, all into Mulan, won, I believe, all 5 games, or maybe 4. I definitely won all of them, I think, besides one maybe, but I might have won all of them. This is Aegis. Cool game here, we are inting. I lied. Holy, cooked. I actually will say, I do like this got into Aladdin. I think having a knock-up immunity and then the ultimate for, like, on-demand cleanse is so valuable, so actually a sneakily really strong pick into him. I think her jungle, you know, obviously very good, obviously to Aladdin as well, same idea. It's not about the fact, like, obviously I can't, like, pick a fight with him if he doesn't want to fight, but if he, I know him, I get it, yes, I'm fed, he's not fed, sure. But, like, character to character, he can't ever actually come in on me and kill me, like, even if we're even, so, yeah. Okay, well, 8-0, looking pretty okay. We're going to go into this Yogis, like I mentioned, and then after that, we'll just go into probably Shell upgrade. Blink upgrade's good. You know, kind of the tricky part about these Relic upgrades is, like, Blink upgrade is objectively a better thing for Hercules as a character. But if I go Shell upgrade, I get 20 prots of each, and if I go Blink upgrade, I get 25 strength. And I'd much rather have 20 prots of each for my final item, so that's the tricky part. And I think that's kind of why you see a lot of Shell and Aegis upgrades over other stuff, is because they're you know, additional stats are just very strong and probably a bit too strong comparatively to the aggressive options. And you do want the relics, I think, to be a little bit better if they're aggressive, so you can probably just nerf like Shell Aegis prots from 20 to 10 of each, and it'd probably be a lot closer. But yeah, we're going to go into... I think we're going to go into Blink anyways. Like, I'm ahead, I can kind of afford it. And I do think it is good. Again, it's just like, that's the only kind of like misgiving, I guess. So pretty easy pull. You know, RDO aspect, you see it a lot in support with Druid stance. I think it's kind of meh. Like, yeah, she's able to heal, but she's just a sitting doc 24/7, especially if we have like setup. And that's what happened. Get the pull. This guy's dead. Shove, we just push him in here. No need to go to fire if we can just shove. And this should be pretty easy. I'm just going to kind of walk in. Again, we have Yogis and Chalice, and kind of just sustain a lot. That guy runs out, that's great. We just shove mid here, he runs out as well. And now all we have to do is just cover the right-hand side, because that's where the damage comes from. But obviously there's no damage. But if there was, you know, that's where it'd be. Aegis. Ooh. Little deep, maybe. It's a disaster. This guy did jump in, though. He's just dead. Good job. I missed. Damn it. It's already ult. Stun this guy. Missed the lamp. Got that guy. Ult the Mulan there. Shoot, do I kill anybody here or am I fucked? I think I'm fucked. Okay, I don't actually die, it's all good. Huge. This is such a joke, man. You guys know that Reaper is almost as strong as Kali heal from her passive, which you have to mark somebody for and all that. Isn't that silly? No, dude, I'm so dead now. It's their Stampede. If I kill him, maybe I live. Maybe I do actually live, because they're kind of just like out. Okay, we are out. Nice. All right. Well, we've kind of been running at them for a little bit. I guess we'll just reset. We could do Gold Fury. We could do Fire. They're both good. We'll do both, so it doesn't really matter that much. Alrighty, Axe upgrade is here. If I have enough for my starter, or excuse me, my Relic there, I could probably go it, but this is fine. This build looks really shit, but I do think it's quite good. I know I'm fed, so that like helps obviously, but we kind of have everything we want. We have some health, nice cooldown. We have the Reaper Lash for the perceived damage and stuff. So I probably would, you know, give this a go again. Like this is quite fun. Obviously, like this is my first take. I do try to, you know, say if it's not my first take in a video. And thankfully most of my videos are first takes, but there are definitely like plenty of hurt games that go very bad. And again, I know I was talking about how this character's weak and we're 11-0, blah blah blah. I think realistically for every hurt game like this, you have 2 games that are not like this and they're just very miserable, sad, and kind of depressing. So keep that in mind. Of course, Herc, I think partially where he finds a bit of weirdness is that he is sort of like a tier, like a King Arthur, in that he's very countered by knockup immunities and cripples and stuff like that. And if there's like a prevailing amount of that stuff in a draft, he's completely invisible. And if there is less of that stuff in a draft, excuse me, he's going to be more valuable, right? So it's sort of like draft does play a huge impact on a character like this, 100%. I won't, pretend that's not the case. And I know they do have an RDO, and you might be like, well, why is she not owning? She's supposed to be. I don't know, man. But yeah, we got a pick right there. All good. Tried something there. Didn't really work out, but it was fun. This is completely fine. I do not care about this. He is in a cage with me. The Mulan went into the lamp, really. Okay. Don't think that was a good yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. Ay ay ay. Alright, let's go back. Good combo. Nice job. Big time performance here, boys. Not gonna lie, like when I locked in this character in the picks and bans, I was like, I'm probably gonna really regret this, but we are just 15-0. So you know what? Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Well, GG, folks. 1508. Won't lie, did not expect that at all. We got off to a good start, and we sort of just snowballed the game. A lot of CC and stuff on this character. I think he can, as a team fighter, function a lot better than a lot of these full dive commit solos. But again, like this came off of a good start and like good team play generally, and it showcases that, look, if you have a character that you are comfortable with and you're playing well, it really doesn't matter, right? For characters, and so when I get into tier lists, which I'll have like a full comprehensive tier list out probably in a week or two, maybe a little bit later, and stuff like that, please like remember, if you are good and comfortable with the character, that is so much more important than their placement on a tier list, because if you play to the strengths and other people are less familiar, you're just going to have success. So yeah, that's my TED Talk. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Have a wonderful one. See you guys soon. Peace, peace.